Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Rush holding it down with the Labudo Network. Right now, promote my side hustle, Rush Enterprise. If you're in the state of New Jersey, you need armed guards or unarmed guards, call up my business line and I'll line it up. The bigger the contract, the more money we make together, you heard? Today, I got my co host and my ace, Sophisticated Jerk in the building. Today, we're going to expound on the movie called Hall Pass. Yo, man, let's talk to the people, man. Talk to them, you heard?
Hope everybody having a great weekend. You in for another great movie review. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, Hall Pass, man. This is definitely a good
Classic.
movie, man. Definitely ready to jump in on
Classic.
this one, man. Yeah, this is classic right here.
You know how long I've been wanting to do this movie?
Yeah. I know you've been trying to
I've
find
been
this one.
trying to, yeah, because I'm glad they finally got it out, man. This is hilarious, but behind all of the comedy, it's a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit behind the comedy, and that's what these movies do. This is why we're reviewing these movies, man, because they try to suppress, what's really the agenda they pushing, or the conditioning they trying to, push through comedy.
Yeah, they say
So
comedy, man,
dangerous,
holds a lot of
It's
truths, like you said. So that's facts.
yeah. Yeah, but when you're looking at, like, when you watch the movie, because when you watch the movie, all the laughs and stuff, the jokes, and the one-liners and all of that stuff. See, it blinds you from what's really going on. That's why I say rom-coms are so dangerous.
I
So,
know.
before we start everything, what's your ratings on this movie? I'm giving it a 9 because I love this movie. I love this movie, man. It's a 9 for me as
Yeah,
far as the
Hall
rom-com
Pass.
goes.
I got to give this a 9. Yeah, I'm up there with you.
Yeah, it's up there for
I'm
me.
gonna give it a 7. I mean, it was a good film. It was real funny. I was laughing throughout the film, so I'll give it a 7.
And 7, okay, it's not bad. It's still above average, but yeah, I give it a 9 because this is just it's a hilarious movie. It's a good film too overall, and it has some a message to it too. Not a good one, but it has a message to it. But I like it as an overall movie, but the comedy just is over the top. It's up there with Wedding Crashes to me, because Wedding Crashes to me is a 10, certified 10 to me.
I can't.
Wedding,
I mean, they're around the same territory, but yeah, I say it's like a
yeah,
comedy movie.
around,
This is definitely up there, man. Yeah, this is funny as
yeah,
hell, man.
yeah. So let me get to with the synopsis and all of that. So this is Hall Pass. It was made in 2011. It's the plot. Best friends Rick and Fred are restless in their marriages, so their wives give them a week-long hall pass to be single, no questions asked. And it's starring Owen Wilson, Jason Sudeikis, I think that's his name, Jenna Fisher, Christina Applegate, Nikki Wellen, Richard Jenkins, and Stephen Merchant. The director is Bobby and Peter Farrelly. Yeah, so I got like 2 questions, not that many. We can just jump into it, man. Um, so do any of y'all believe in hall passes? Do you think it's necessary in a marriage? I don't think so.
Hell nah. Yeah, hall passes open up the floodgates to fuckery. So nah, I don't believe in them.
Yeah, it reminds me of somebody wanting to take a break in a relationship, something like that. Though that not flying with me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Rush.
it's basically like taking a break. That Rush.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't think a hall pass should be within a marriage. No, not at all.
Damn, your
What
shit,
famous?
you're breaking up, Rush.
Now, I was saying that I don't think within a marriage there should be some sort of a hall pass. Can y'all hear me now?
It,
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
But I was gonna say,
it
famous.
was
I like
breaking
what you
up a
brought
little
up.
bit.
I like what you brought up, famous, because
Go
I
ahead.
think when people want to initiate this, it's almost like you said, they want to jump out there and get some dick or some vagina and stuff. So it's almost like you said, they want to
Hmm.
create this dynamic where they get a hall pass, but they still want to hold on to the other person
Yeah.
as far as like a safety net. So it's like, all right, man, if it don't work out here, I still got old faithful back here and stuff. So yeah, it's a fucked up dynamic. If somebody wants to initiate that, they're like, man, let me go out here sort my royal oats, but come back if this don't work out. So yeah, that's why you should have one.
It's exactly that. And in this movie, it's pure manipulation. This movie, these niggas are getting manipulated so much in this movie by their wives. Because if you really think about it, and they said it, and she said it at the end of the movie, because we can go, she said it, the hall pass wasn't for them, it was for me. When she said that, and I'm like, yo, they gaslit their husbands, and they made them, and their husbands didn't even, well, you know, Fred, he wanted it. I think Fred wanted his hall pass.
Fred was about that life.
But, yeah, Fred, he was like, yeah, I kind of wanted, but even he, you know, realized like, no, it's not really worth it. They really wanted the break from the relationship, the woman. It was really about them. It wasn't really about the men wanting a hall pass like that. But
yo, that just shows you the woman that brought up the idea. She's probably been stepping out on her husband within that film. I mean, cause that's how I'm taking it. When when Shorty realized that the whole pass wasn't really for them, it was really for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think she was. I don't think at that point she was, you know, just speaking of, you know, the character and the situation, I don't think she stepped out then. But let me wait till Rush and talk to them. Yeah, I don't think she really, I don't think she stepped out then, but I think she was using as an excuse. She was gaslighting her husband and manipulating him to think it's really for him, when it's really that she wanted to break, but she's trying to make it seem like, you know, it's all about him and it's his reason, his fault that, you know, they need a hall pass.
Well, which one are you talking about? Because
we're talking about not Fred, what's Fred and Rick's wife.
Okay, yeah, I heard. I was about to say, Fred's wife wasn't down at first. She was shutting it down until my man had his incident in the car. So then she was like, "Yeah, but this motherfucker need one."
But this scene they just show a lot of
rolling, like how they creeped up. I'm like, yo, you couldn't hear the car right next to you, man. That shit was funny, man.
Cause them niggas is thirsty, man. How your wife? You gotta get into this, man. Another thing. The importance of not letting your woman, like the importance of not being a pushover in your marriage and giving your woman all the leverage. I think that's one of the biggest downfalls in a lot of relationships and marriages. To be honest, the woman got a lot of leverage over these men, and they're just pushovers. They turn into like a shell of themselves once they get married, and like the woman just runs them. And I say once you have that, the relationship is going to have an expiration date eventually, because she's going to resent you for being so weak, and she's going to step out.
Yeah, facts. Man, when you kind of like a weaker male, and man, you pedestalize females, this was a kind of dynamic that this movie represented, because it's like, man, those guys were pretty much kind of in some sexless marriages, man. That's why they were so like sexually frustrated. That's why they was like, shit.
Yep.
So like you said, in that dynamic, the females kind of held the leverage, and them dudes, man, they just kind of went with the flow of everything until like, you start hitting that point in your age where you're like, man, goddamn, is this it? So, that's what them dudes was kind of experiencing. That's why they was like, shit, we got to get this hall pass, because shit wasn't right.
Rick didn't really want it.
What was that?
Rick didn't really want it. Rick didn't even really want the joint. He's like, what's this, like a trial separation?
But he kind of bought into it kind of quick, though. He was like, he bought into it. So that's why I'm saying, like, if somebody was like satisfied, it wouldn't even go to this point. You'd be like, nah, I'm not fucking with that. But yeah, they both all bought into it a little too quick, which shows like, man, there was like a divide as far as like attraction and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what we always be telling guys, man. You gotta get that female that actually likes you, man, that's attracted, and you can't fall off a little bit.
And the woman cannot have leverage in a relationship at all. She has leverage. I'm telling you, women are terrible people when they have leverage over you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Whenever a female has some sort of leverage over the man, she rules with an iron fist, man.
Yeah.
So You know, that's why I'm definitely not an advocate for marriage, man. Because, yo, man, like, yo, hold on, let me finish. Like, yo, like, just women just make shit harder than what it needs to be, man. Know what I mean, like, I don't
Yeah.
know. They have the Midas touch to turn things into shit, man. Like anything they get their hands on, man, it just turns out worse than what it's supposed to be. Know what I mean.
Yeah. You know, marriage is still a good thing. It's just you have to know who you're getting with. It's a process, man. It's a long process that most men don't take, you know, really getting to know their woman. And that's why the problems, you know, occur, because they get into marriage and then they find out too late that they don't even know who, you know, the woman they marry. So I think there's a lot of men's fault in picking these women and not vetting them out, you know, not testing them, not, you know, knowing who their woman is. So they end up in situations like this and the women don't really like them and they, you know, they catch on late. But anything else I got to say before we go to Exhibit A?
Now we go ahead and jump in.
Yeah, we can jump into this because it got some hilarious parts too.
I'll pull it up. Give me a sec.
Yeah, so these exhibits are mixed with, you know, hilarious parts and problems. Because this whole movie, these women are manipulating their husbands. It's crazy to me, and they're controlling them like crazy. That was funny when they was sitting at the park, because I don't got this one, but when they were sitting at the park and he was talking about, did you get lucky last night? He told him no. He had to go. He said he had to go in the car and rub one out. He said, what are you, Knight Rider? Why don't you just do it in the Why don't you just do it in the bathroom like a normal guy? He said, no way, she'll catch me. Yo, but you should be in a this is so sad. Like, that you have to have these conversations like, did you get lucky last night? And you're in a marriage. And then he said another key point too. He said, whoever would have thought that we'd be married and still jerking off. That's sad, bro. You were in a marriage and you tickling your pickle. Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said, man, these dudes be in sexless marriages, man. They don't be pursuing shit, or, you know, that, like y'all said, the woman has leverage, and if, you know, they just got with a guy out of necessity, man. That's how this dynamic play out. That's why I was like, man, I be trying to tell guys, like, man, you don't want to be in that role where she there for necessity, man. You can be having these sexless marriages and shit. But this was a funny scene.
Yeah, this is the Exhibit A ain't really about nothing. This right here is just hilarious when he looked at her right in front of her like, this nigga, you gotta be, you know how, but this shows like how sex deprived he is, because to do this in front of your wife, like, I don't think he's conscious of what he's doing. Like, he's so sex deprived, like he's doing it. I don't think he knows like that he's really doing. That's why he's like, and then she said, "Oh, she said, are you serious?" And he said, "You just stared at her butt, right?" He said, "Oh, did you think she saw?" So this is hilarious. He wasn't even thinking about his wife. He's like, "You think the other girl saw?" And then when he went to the party, whatever they was going at, and then Fred said, "You know," he said, "What is this, amateur hour?" He said, "You gotta let her pass, and then just look at it while she's in your view. So, you know, you have no choice but to look," which is, you know, a better idea than what this guy was doing. But this was just like hilarious.
Like you said, though, when somebody gets to this point where they don't even give a fuck, like you said, they just do his shit subconsciously. Yeah, my man hit a whole level of being deprived, like you said, where he's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna check that out. That God made this."
Yeah,
that was funny. She was like, "Man, are you serious?"
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, you think she saw?" She said, "No, I saw." That shit was hilarious. But we can go to B. That was just a hilarious part. So I got like a couple hilarious joints in here, but that was one of them. And then the wife is like, "I can't tell him." He said, "I can't tell him I know he look at asses." That'll take the fun out of it. So that shows you right there too that these women be playing games. They enjoy shit like that. And she was talking about Missy Frankenopoulos or some shit. All right, so Exhibit B. This showed you that basically Rick, even because you know most women, you know, like I said, they throw their family away for happiness. This showed you that, you know, he's not willing to throw his family away. This shows you the mind of a man that's married. Like he went when the babysitter was hitting on him and all of that, and he thought about all of the bad situations that can, you know, ruin his life, ruin his family and everything. This nigga said, nah, most women wouldn't do that, man. They don't think, you know, as deep as, you know, as far as the family goes like men do. So I was just showing you the, you know, the thought process of a man on Exhibit B, which I got to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally correct, man. Like, you know, in a lot of cases that we see online, you know, a lot of these chicks, they'll choose their happiness over the family. You know what I mean? Clear example of the chick that took $20,000 from her husband's savings account to spend it to get on Chris Brown. Huh?
You're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, like all right, the chick that took $20,000 from her husband's saving account and took that and paid Chris Brown for the Chris Brown experience on stage or whatever. Like she totally does not care about her own. I'm quite sure she got kids with her husband and all that, but she chose you know, that moment with Chris Brown instead of a lifetime with the family. So that just shows you that most women are very selfish in their own ways, man. I mean,
yeah, I totally agree.
But
go ahead, Jerk.
Like in this scenario, man, he showed logic of like at least he like took this whole incident, he played it out in his head. He was like, yeah, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So like you said, selfish people, man, they are just gonna act on shit and they're gonna try to find a way to like blame the other person because they're gonna be like, well, you know, I was emotionally starved. He didn't do this. So a lot of selfish people would do that. But just to give a little bit of pushback, man, a lot of guys cheat too, and they ain't thinking this shit out. But in this case, he did. You know, people that go down that path, they just think about themselves.
Yeah, I think men and women cheat, but I think. And as far as the family go in marriages, I don't think most men would throw their whole family away, you know, over, you know, a quick fix or something like that. I think if it was the opposite way around and it was an attractive male and the woman was alone with him, I think she might be going. I don't think she's going to play this out till probably after it happens and then regret it later.
Correct. She will be going. If you're married to a chick and she sees a guy that she really want to be with and she already has a family with that dude, you best believe she's gonna shit on her own family just to have that moment with that dude she wants.
But my thing is, man, if you cheat, you kind of put your whole. Oh my bad. But I'm just saying, if you go down that path of cheating, you kind of putting your whole family in risk, anyways. That's what I'm saying, man. So from that,
I agree.
Yeah.
But as I said, what we saw in the last movie review on what's that movie called? Unfaithful. I showed you the picture of the husband working, the kid at school waiting for his mom, and his mom's laid, you know, between the man's legs. I'm telling you, why they don't really care about their family like that until there's a consequence. It got to be something. It has to be something that's going to affect their life so bad, then they probably regret after, but they don't play it in their head while it's happening. Like, damn, this could really fuck up. Or before it happens, like, damn, this could really fuck up my family. I think men, it happens with men too. There's some shitty men, you know, too. But I think it happens mostly with women when they really don't, I mean, I think men think about the family more than women do. I think they care more about family than their happiness I think women care more about their happiness than their family.
Which I know they say men cheat more by the numbers. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I don't think so. Because I don't think most men have. Nah, I don't think so though. I think a certain type of man can cheat more, but I don't think most men have the options to even, you know, cheat. I don't think most men have the options to cheat. Now I think the men that have those options definitely cheat more. But I know for 100% fact that women have all the sexual options in the world to cheat. So the numbers will point to women cheating. Yeah, they can walk outside and get dick from anybody. So I think, you know, women women cheat more for that fact. The math just leans towards women cheat more because they have the everything they need to do it. The top men cheat more though. I'll say that.
Well, I mean, like yo, overall, most dudes, like the regular dudes, they're like
Yeah.
normal, man. Like they're kind of loyal. You know what I mean? Like my
Yeah.
personal opinion, I believe women cheat way more than men do. I mean, and if the husband or boyfriend do cheat, I get 100. Like, I say about 75% chance his girl already cheated on him. I mean, so yeah, man. I mean, that's just my personal opinion on that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if the facts show, man, women cheat more, then yeah, that statement would be correct. But
I
yeah,
think the numbers
I think
do.
if you go down that
That's
path, period, I think, man, you just really, you kind of not thinking your family out. That's the only pushback I was giving. But
Yeah.
I mean, I do think like they exhibit more traits of like what Famous was saying, being more self-centered and stuff. You know, especially if you got a good man that's
definitely.
working and doing shit like that. That's like a provider type dude, like you said in
They gonna cheat
Unfaithful
more.
movie. Yeah, that's
They gonna cheat more if you that
that's where
type
it's
of
cold
guy.
at.
Yeah, that's good. They gonna cheat more, man. But yeah, I think a man is only as faithful as options, though. I think if a man's like one of the top, 10% guys, they're gonna have a lot of women. I'm sorry, and they got especially if they got the money, the resource, and everything, and they like, look like something. Those men probably cheat the most. But the average guy don't got the options to, cheat as much as a girl.
Okay, that's a good point.
Let's go to C, Rush. I think C is when we have our first problem.
Oh,
Yeah, I think C is when we got our first problem because these women, I ain't gonna lie, these are terrible wives. But I blame the men because the men let them get this power. I really don't be blaming women a lot, like, because it's the man. If you get with the wrong woman or you accept something, they're gonna keep doing it. If you keep accepting it, I won't accept this bullshit. Let me see what this is. Let me see the picture. Okay. C is where we have our first problem, and this is Exhibit C, what you have here. And it's hilarious when the scene starts. This is them coming home from whatever they was at, I don't know, that event, whatever. And he was talking about you need to, play back what's gonna happen tonight and all this. He was ready, and then he walked in. And he said his daughter's cock blocking him. That was hilarious. And he said, it's not about my daughter cock blocking. He said, I don't want her to need somebody to sleep with. This is not going to work out good in college, which is true. Like, you can't. So that was hilarious. And then you have, she made him go read the daughter, a bedtime story, whatever, which is good. He's a father. He's supposed to do that, And he's doing all his duties as a father. And guess what? She pretends she's asleep, so she can't give him none. That's the first problem right there, man. If you're in a marriage and your girl pretending she's asleep, not to give you none, and you're sex deprived like this, y'all have to talk about it, and y'all either have to resolve it or y'all got to end it. Because why be in a marriage, in a sexless marriage? That's some simp shit. So what y'all think about that? Because I think that's a huge problem.
But word is born, fam. Like, a lot of marriages have always been like that. Like, the dude is always, the husband is always sex deprived, which leads him to go step out. And, my thoughts on women that weaponize their, sexuality like that within a relationship are kind of messed up because you're leading your man to, to step out on you because, you're being stingy with the peace leave, man. And it's, as a wife, man, it's your duty to relieve your husband, man. I think that's foul.
If you're not, I feel like I'm sorry, SJ, let me just say one thing.
Go ahead.
I feel like if you're not going to be everything your husband needs in a relationship, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Like, if you're not going to play that role, if you want to be the only woman in his life, you have to satisfy his needs then, so he don't, have those eyes for other women. Because once you do that, you're creating a monster. Now you're creating the problems as you see in Exhibit A, when he's looking at other women. Now he's looking at other women because he can't get enough from his own woman. Like, So what you want him to do? Like this is where the problems occur. And I think it starts from like that, her faking it. But go ahead, I say.
Yeah, nah, because and I'm glad y'all bringing this up, man, because I kind of forgot until I resaw the movie and shit. Because I was like, man, at first,
Mhm.
when the movie came on, I'm like, man, she ain't that bad. But yeah, that scene right there, I was like, oh shit, that's where the
I
tides
think
turned
she's
for me.
worse.
Yeah,
I
nah,
think she's
definitely. I'm saying that's where when I seen that scene right there, that's why I was like, man, the tides turned because you're setting up the bad dynamic. Like you said, man, women back in the day kind of knew this. They're like, man, you better keep them balls drained.
yeah,
You don't want
stomach
him looking
full.
around and jumping out there and shit. So like you said, that's your
Yeah.
duty and stuff. And yeah, that's why I tell
Yeah.
guys, I'm like, look, you got to have that conversation up front early, man, because like with
Hmm.
me, it's like I would never want to go down that path of cheating and I won't do it, but it's just like, man, you have that conversation like when y'all in that dating phase, courting. Like, look, man, if you ever play games with the peace leave, like Rush was saying, I'm up out of there ASAP. Like I got zero
Yeah.
tolerance for that. Like with guys going on for like years and not getting none, like nah, man, because you're gonna end up putting yourself in a bad situation where like that's how a lot of guys end up in that cheating territory because they like tolerate that
Yep.
so long until they kind of like explode and go
They
out there, and then
break.
it gets turned on you because like now they use
Yep.
them guys cheating in court, be like, oh well, he cheated, he did this. They're not gonna reveal the part where they didn't give you none for 2 years and shit. So yeah, that's why I tell guys like, don't go down that path, man. Just cut them off at that point and keep
And
it pushing.
I also want to say this too, like yo, if your wife is not giving you none, you best believe somebody else is plowing that, man. Word is wrong.
Yeah, because if she's not giving you none, and either like you said, she messing with somebody, or
You breaking up, Rush?
oh, he's not talking anymore.
Damn, yes. Oh,
But
it's,
I could hear him pretty good. Famous, you might have to
it's
drop and come
frozen.
back in.
Oh, want me to drop and come back in, or
Yeah, drop and come back in because I could hear him pretty good.
all
But
right,
I'll
I'm gonna
keep
go back
talking.
in.
All right.
All right, go.
But yeah, the bad thing with those type of dynamics and stuff, man, if like you said, your female don't want to be around you and she don't want to touch you like that, dog, she's with you just for the resources at that point. It's evident. Cause yeah, no, she don't really like you like that. And that's the tricky thing I think with guys, cause man, every guy pushes that traditional shit too much. And it's just like back in the day, that was cool. That was the dynamics everybody had to kind of operate under. But like nowadays, it's like, man, you better make sure, man, that she like you, man, because if not, you're gonna have that cold ass marriage and shit. So yeah, I don't see how guys like
Yeah,
those
man.
dynamics.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And another thing, young men need to be aware of if you're gonna make this foolish decision marrying somebody, or whatever. Yo, a lot of times these chicks will put up a good front, but as soon as they get that ring and that marriage certificate, you actually meet the real person that you're dealing with. And a lot of times it's a nightmare. You know what I mean? It's called the famous bait and switch, man. Like, I mean, they move one way, and after you marry them, they're a totally complete monster. You know what I mean? So, young men, y'all need to be aware of that too. You know what I mean? Yo, what's your thoughts on that, SJ, man? Like the bait and switch. How common of a move from that play that they use in their playbook? Talk to them.
No, a lot of them they do that, man. And the sad thing is, man, that's why like I always try to tell guys, like, man, you better make sure like a female's willing to invest in you, because a female that's willing to invest with you, man, that means she really likes you up front. And so she'll weather the storm better. So you don't really see that shit too much with like females that's willing to kind of cough up some of that bread and work with the guy in that manner. But when a female's like say they hit a rough patch and they don't got their finances together, that's when they pull those tricks like you're talking about, Rush, because man, they're like, damn, I'm hitting rock bottom. I need somebody out of necessity. So you know what? I'm gonna play the game and be submissive up front. I'm gonna throw pussy at them. So they know like those guys, like they so kind of like sprung and shit that they use them tactics. But like you said, like year 5, that's where they start shutting it down. The sex declines and low key, because sometimes
Yeah.
like once they get their hooks in and they get kind of hit them years, they already know they're gonna cash out. So at that point they're kind of like,
Yeah.
hopefully he does something. Like I said, he either cheats or he does some shit. So now they got the excuse to leave and walk away and be the victim. So they're like, oh, he cheated on me, so I'm gonna go out here now. I want half and shit. So man, they be having a whole fucking playbook on this shit. That's why I don't like
Yo, I'm
transactional
so,
women,
Yo,
man.
yo, let me ask y'all two a question. Now, whenever a
yeah.
chick engaged with a dude, that's on point or whatever, right? How often do they already have an exit plan as soon as they get married? Like, for example, like, is there a divorce plan already set up in their minds right after they get married? Talk to me.
I don't think it's set right there unless it's for the gold digging type of women. I think it is for the women that's strictly there for the paper. I think it's for those women. But I think the other woman, like the average woman, that comes maybe later on when they get bored, or when they they want to venture off or something like that. Then they start planning it. But it's definitely planned in advance. It's definitely planned probably months or a year in advance or something like that. But I don't think it's from the start though, unless it's like a gold digger, like she's just straight gold digger and she's just there for the money.
And I think it's a lot more than that. I think it is. They do have that escape plan from the jump, man. Because man, when you hear them talking and shit, because man, I be analyzing the fuck out of what people say. So man, I know we all heard this, man. We doing our breakdowns. They're like, man, if I get with a man, he's got to be more ambitious and he got to keep on rising up, aka making more money.
Yeah.
And
translation.
the only reason why they want you to keep doing that, because think about it, man. Think how sinister this shit is. Like a woman that like actually wants you, she kind of wants you home more. She's like, dude, you ain't got to keep on making more money. I'm willing to sacrifice, cut back on expenses. But those type of women, when they're saying that, they want you constantly working and shit away from home. Man, that's a woman that don't want to be around you. So she's already setting the stage that like, nigga, you need to max out this cash so I could jump the fuck off and get my golden parachute like she a CEO of a company and shit, and then move on to the next dick. So like I'm hearing what they're saying, because I was giving one girl some pushback the other day, man. I was on somebody's panel. I'm like, man, damn, y'all be cold blooded. Y'all just want these motherfuckers working to death and shit. So it's just not love, man. And somebody with love be like, hey man, I want you home more, man. If I gotta cut some hours, I gotta pick up do work or something, man. They're working with you because they want to be around you and shit. So yeah, the way they talking, man, yeah, they setting it up from the jump. They want your ass slaving so they could get them money up high, and then when they jump out, they take it half.
I'm glad you said that.
Yo, let me say this. Let me just say this one more thing, right? Yo, there's a meme going on through TikTok, right? And it's breaking down how 80% of women, get a large sum of success with finances, and then 80% of the men that get married to them find themselves in the poverty, which I think that's insane. So what you're saying right now, Jared, it's on point, man. Because when women get married, they gain a lot of I want to say
everything.
Financial freedom, but they elevate on their tax bracket as soon as they get married, and it does a polar opposite for the man when he gets married, man. And man, I think that's crazy, man. You know what I mean?
Because Rush, just to back up what you're saying, man, like they say the largest transfer of wealth is going to come from like a lot of like those divorces. They call them like gray divorces. They're up like a motherfucker. So you see a lot of the women that's like on those like Forbes lists. Majority of them got that shit from like divorces. Yeah. So yeah, the numbers is there to to show what we talking about, man.
Yeah, like somebody just said it on TikTok too. I heard some guy think some Spanish guy, I think he's Spanish. He said when she likes you, everything is free. When she don't like you, everything's a fee.
Yeah, I saw you share that one. I was looking at that. I was like, that's cold. But no, like, cause my wife, man, I'm pretty ambitious, and my wife is like, yo, man, like, you ain't got to be working all these hours. That's why I'm saying, like, just knowing females that operate in that like non-transactional, you can hear the differences. So yeah, when I'm hearing a lot of these females talk, I'm like, damn, y'all don't want your dude around. You just want this motherfucker like dying on the job and shit. So yeah, it's the world's cold, man. They getting cold out here.
Yeah, that's why you got to learn womanese. You got to translate, what they saying. You got to, what they mean and what they say is two totally different things. But yeah, if she doesn't like you, man, she wants you away from her. She don't want to be around you like that, because a woman that really likes you wants your time. She wants your time more than your money. A woman that don't want you, she don't. Yeah, she don't really like you like that. She wants you at work because guess what? You gonna come home, your crib gonna be smelling like Padissi because the guy she really, the guy she really wants is gonna be in the crib while you working. He gonna be in the crib while you working. The pastor might be there. You know, the guys fixing the plumbing might be there. The dude messing with the yard, you know, might be there. But your crib gone, she smelling like Padissi.
Yeah, because like they want you out there building up that nest egg, man. Because think about it, the higher you get your salary up, the more they get in like alimony, child support. So that's why they try to get these dudes out here slaving and pushing up them numbers. They like, hey baby, you better be motivated. You fuck around with me, you better not get complacent, nigga. You better keep moving up. So now they ain't dumb. They got that strategy in their head. That's why I'd be like, they be getting at me, Rush, because you know I'm 50-50. I'll be like, man, make them work. They be like, oh, he's sassy. I'll be like, yes, bitch, I'm sassy. You better bring half of that check home.
I'll be sassy, but I ain't
listen, for all you dudes, y'all rich simps out there that's paying, because that's what you're doing. You paying to have a wife. That mean, she's only with you because she wants to be compensated with a dude that she's not really attracted to, man. Y'all be food for thought, man. Stay sucker free, fellas, man. Don't fall for the okie doke, you heard?
And before we go to the next scene, this is the most critical part, man. And man, I be trying to stand up for guys, but a lot of guys are just hard-headed and egotistical. But this is what's going to happen. When she divorces those guys, man, she always gets some low-budget motherfucker that don't make no money. He be working out and shit, work at Foot Locker, and he be pounding it out. So y'all going to be funding her excursions and shit. And a lot of them, they won't get remarried just for the fact that they could keep getting money out of that dude. So yeah, I seen some dudes get took it to the cleaners, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, she's trying to...
Let me just say this real quick. I'm glad you said that, SJ, because for all you young pups out there, man, if you thinking about marriage or whatever, you lock it down, you in a marriage for about 10 years, right? She get that divorce, and the judge give her that alimony joint, she gets that shit forever. There's no stopping. You know what I mean? Unless she get remarried, but guess what? She ain't gonna remarry because she still want that chicken to come in, man. Food for thought, man. Stay sucker free out there, man. Go ahead, Fame, man. Talk to him.
Yeah, well, dang, what I was about to say. Shit, I forgot what I was about to say, man. Damn, I hope it comes to me. It comes to me, man. But let's go to Exhibit D.
Yeah, I think Florida, they cut their like alimony years down to like I think you only get like 4 or 5. It's no longer lifetime down there. But yeah, majority of states got it. So you right about that, Rush.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. She's trying to secure. She wants you to secure her life for the next man. That's basically what she wanted to do.
No, that's facts, Famous. Yeah, these dudes
I'm glad you say that. That's 100%. Yo, listen, man. This is how this shit always pans out. Whenever she get that divorce, you best believe, right? Especially if she's like fat, sloppy, and sick, she gonna be tricking on the YN to be over there to knock the screws out, man. Or this bomb, man. Yeah. So you be financing her lifestyle and her new boyfriend with the kids, man. Wake up, dummy. Stupid.
That goes perfectly what SJ said. That's why she doesn't need the next guy to have much. Because guess what? She's getting, all of the money from the last guy. So that's why I said you're securing her life, but the guy she really wants. That's what it's leading up to.
Yeah, so that first guy, they get with them out of necessity. That's the guy that's gonna fund the rest of her life. The second guy is like who she actually goes for, like attraction and who she actually wants to be with. So that motherfucker ain't have to have no standards. He ain't have to have nothing besides just like the looks and how he makes her feel. But all right, we could jump into this next thing.
Now, this is D, and this is also this is hilarious too, this scene, but this just shows how much in control these wives had on their husband in this movie. Because when they was at the coffee shop, whatever, and then the neighbor said, your wives already RSVP for you to come into this house and showing them their new house and shit. It just shows how much control they had. Like your woman's planning your life, telling you you're going without your consent. I'm like, what the fuck? If that happened to me now, I'm definitely not going. If you didn't even speak to me about it, just willingly told them I'm coming. Like that's crazy. But this was hilarious when they was walking through the house and they didn't know they had surveillance all through the crib and shit. And he said his one thing to you want to dress like Abner dipshit. And he called his son Thurston Howell.
Yeah,
but this whole scene was funny when they was walking through the house. There's a bunch of quotes in this thing. You know, when they was walking, this shit was hilarious, but just basically the power dynamics in this movie with the wives and the husband, they treat them like kids, man. It was like they wasn't even husbands; they was like kids in this movie.
But yeah, like you said, man, they was booking all these events, and I see a lot of dudes that just do that, man. They just go with the flow with everything, and it's just like, this is where the one guy, I forgot his name, Rick or something, he should have checked her. Like, hey, man, if you that's tired to not give me none, we don't need to be going to no events. You probably need to take a nap. So I could get some or something. You don't need to be dragging me to no open house and shit. Like, let's stay home. Let's lay up. Let's chill. Like, let's get some drinks. So yeah, this is where you flip that dynamic. Perfect. If you a guy and you ain't getting no ass, you like, look, we ain't going fucking nowhere until like we get shit back on track. Don't set up nothing.
You said that perfect. Like I'm petty like that too. I'll be like, you was too tired to give me something. Like we're not going nowhere. Like
I'm going
but
nowhere.
This whole scene was hilarious too.
You going by your damn self.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Rush? But to RSVP you, you don't even know that you're like, that's crazy. Volunteering you to go somewhere, shit, like, nah, I'm definitely not going. I ain't playing that. Because if you allow it and you accept it and you keep accepting it, then they're gonna keep doing it. You gotta nip that in the bud real like early. Like this is not what's gonna be happening.
Well, I mean, my thoughts about this scene. I mean, this was really funny because, the guys that was on the camera and everybody that was watching and listening, they were expressing on how they really thought about everybody, man. And it's like, when you're in this type of circle, you have to suppress your real thoughts because you don't want to offend nobody. And a lot of the things that they were saying within this clip, it was real funny too. There was being honest, raw and uncut. And, it's kind of like they got us conditioned to be like this now. We can't say certain things within the public, because of our social construct, because you don't want to be not woke, because you got, the woke people, you got, these different set of sub group people that have these differences or whatever. And like, man, like this shit is crazy to me, man. Like, it's like you get chastised for speaking the truth, man. And I think that sucks,
Hey, Rush, real quick, man.
Yeah.
SCX, man, he got some good comics up that he was commenting, and he was shout out to SCX. He said, bro, you really putting shit into perspective. My high school ex broke up with me in high school, got with a lame that she married, and he funded her life while I was still tapping. While in that relationship, she made that dude dress like me and have my same haircut and everything. Goddamn, my man SCX got game, dog. She had him dressing like you and shit. SCX was laying out that Mario type pipe.
Yeah, he got some ways too. Dog.
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, man, we gotta play that. But going back to the movie clip that you was talking about, Rush. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I think when people get in them phonies settings, man, with people they really don't like, because they just, like I said, them guys are going with the flow. You saw how they were really talking about everybody, but that's where, man, you gotta man up sometimes. It's like, you could be cordial and talk to people, but that's where you like, man, this ain't my type of group, man. I like chilling, man. I'm going to try to be my authentic self, man. We need to go up over here, man. We have some cookouts, invite the friends over, but yeah, I ain't going to be with no phony ass group and shit. I'm going to be nice to you. I see you, be like, hey, how y'all doing? But man, I ain't about to hang out with y'all and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I got to ask y'all a question. When that scene, the whole house, whatever housewarming thing, what was the funniest quote to y'all, if y'all remember any during that scene?
Yeah, I can't get into that, but when he was talking about the box opening,
oh yeah, he said
that shit was crazy, nigga. Like that shit had me rolling.
That was definitely what he was talking about. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, when he's talking about Brittany's Rumpkus or something like that. And then he said, no, I like mine's like, I forgot his name, but he said, no, he said, that's like Baja Miles. Yeah, but I like mine's with a little miles on it too. I ain't gonna lie, I like mine's like Rick. Not like Rick, like Fred. I like mine's with a little miles on it, like Rick. He said that's Baja Miles.
Nah, that conversation was just funny, man. Yeah. That was hilarious. And then part.
When they first walked in it too, when he was talking about because he talked about how he showboat and all that. He said, I never did this. He said, you kind of did when you showed me your I forgot he had a new car. He said, well, I didn't, show it off. He said, well, did you have to hook your boat up to it? that shit was hilarious. Yo, Rush, we can go to E.
But that scene right there, that pretty much solidified the hall pass right there, right? That was the last, like, where they was like, hey, damn, we gotta get these motherfuckers a hall pass. Did Fame freeze up? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he froze up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, where the hell Fame went? So Rush, like, looking at all these movies, man, I used to think he was crazy. I'm like, damn, what's up with Rush and this marriage thing, man? But you, it's like, man, these modern days, boy, it ain't looking too great, man.
Man, listen, man, like, I don't know, man. It's just like I already knew when I was a kid, man. Like this shit is rigged, bro. I mean, I'm not, like, I'm not gonna knock the next man wanting to, get married because we're designed to I guess link up with chicks and all that. But yo, man, it's just not a sweet situation for a dude, man. Like you have no leverage. Like you really have. The moment you marry a chick and knock her up, you have no leverage within that relationship, man. You know what I mean? And anytime, when a woman have power, man, you know what I mean, she gonna rule with an iron fist, man. You know what I mean? She's just gonna tear shit out, man. She got the mightiest touch to turn everything to shit. Word is born. And that's just my personal opinion. Not everybody's gonna agree with me, but you know what I mean? From what I've observed, you know what I mean, and experience myself dealing with, and not even on a romantic level, just normal shit. Like, like a female co-worker, dealing with a female co-worker or a female boss, they will fuck shit up, my nigga. The easiest thing, man, it will fuck that shit up, nigga. Where is God? You know what I mean?
But all right, Fame back. We was just holding it down till we got the Zibbity and you got back.
Yeah, but in these movies, Russ, everything you said is great, and these movies don't make it any better, man, because they show you all these movies we're reviewing is not successful marriages, and if they do, it's just the man putting up with a bunch of shit and accepting a bunch of shit, and it's still not a happy ending. But and these movies have a lot of influence too, especially women, because women internalize a lot of these movies. A lot of these rom-coms they internalize, and they take it with them, and they try to mimic, these same women in these movies. So that's why I said they condition a lot of shit with these movies, and they hide it behind comedy. But Exhibit E, this is just more control, showing the power dynamics, how much power the woman has. This scene made them look like complete kids. So after they got caught, talking shit about everybody in the crib, the nigga stopped and said, "Do anybody want chocolate chip cookie dough and a waffle cone?" So that was hilarious, and they just stopped. But this just shows you the power dynamics of the relationship. They look like kids in the car, and then the wives had the audacity. This is what pissed me off about this scene. Even though it's funny, they looked back and said, "All you guys think about is sex." He said, "No, I don't." He said, "I saw your computer today was left on cockgobblers.com." and he said he get his weather from there, which is hilarious. But it just shows you. But it just shows you, they're picture your wife not giving you sex, and then say all you think about is sex. Well, of course, I'm not getting none. Like, what the fuck? You're not giving me no sex. So I think that's just, man, these wives are terrible. And we don't look at it like that because it's hidden behind comedy. Because when I was seeing it, I saw it a couple of times, so I got it. But when I probably first watched the first time, I'm really thinking about how bad this situation is. But that's terrible to not give your husband sex and to say all he thinks about is sex.
Well,
that's
just
crazy.
Even the visual right here, man, because I didn't even think about it until you started breaking down like the power dynamic. The fact that like dude's wife is up there, both of the wives are up there in the front. You know, like the wife should have stepped back there like, nah, your husband should be sitting up here. Let me get back here with my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that they got the dudes in the back, like you said, looking like some little kids, man, like they in timeout, they about to get scolded and shit. Yeah, I was like, God damn, this looks weak. Ain't no way.
And then he asking anybody up for chocolate chip cookie dough on the waffle cone. They're like children. They make the men like bubbling into idiots.
Yeah,
so
that's what like you said, the messaging I'm seeing in a lot of movies, man. It's
weak.
This visualization of like weak men that just go with the flow, man. And the sad thing is, like, in this movie, man, the guys putting up with shit with it, like you were saying, Famous. Man, this is how a lot of guys operate. That's why I started changing my stance on a lot of the marriage stuff, because I was looking at shit through my own lens and stuff. But man, I started talking to more and more guys. Man, they be scared as fuck. I'd be like, man, you're tolerating that shit? They be like, well, what else am I gonna do? I'll be like, nigga, I'll be gone. Like, so it's it.
Yeah. What you got to say about it, Rush?
But you know what, SJ, man, they're scared like that because it's a serious consequence. They're probably thinking how expensive the divorce will be, so they will rather submit instead of fight. I mean.
But Rush, man, I guess I just don't have that, none of them fears.
Yeah.
I would rather sleep. I'd rather be homeless, dog, than to be a cuck.
A bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with losing it all, man. I'm like, man, I'll get 2 jobs at Chick-fil-A, dog.
I respect that. I'm the same way, man. I wouldn't care how drastic it would hurt my pockets. Like, if I can't rock with you, I'm not rocking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is why I will never, I will never get married, man. You know what I mean? Because, think about it, man. Like, the way the modern day female thoughts is made up now it's like, I don't know, man. It's just the moment you lock it down, man, that's when the countdown begins, man. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time till she divorces you,
Yeah. And as a man, your strength comes from bouncing back from losses. You, as a man, you got to be able to accept your losses, man. That's what you got to do, man. You can't put up with bullshit, man. It's a setback. What up, D? It's a setback, but as a man, that builds your character. That builds, your strength as a man. Like, you got to take your losses like a man. You got to lead the situation. If it's not benefiting you, it's not conducive to your peace. You can't be miserable in a relationship just staying there because you don't want to take the L. Nah, I'd rather take the L and have my dignity.
Nah, facts.
I ain't sitting there putting up with this, man. My chick yelling at me, telling me, yo, all I think about is sex while she's not giving me sex. Yeah, that's all I'm thinking about. And I'm thinking about leaving your ass too. Go to F, Rush. This whole movie, as we break this down, you're going to see how bad they are, because it's getting bad, and you're just seeing the manipulation right now from the beginning to now. This is all manipulation, and it's gaslighting them, telling them that all they think about is sex while not giving them sex is fucking gaslighting. That's like manipulation.
Yeah, I'm waiting until we get to the scene. I know you're gonna pull up the pictures soon, but that's where the
coming soon.
Power dynamic, it gets real, man. Because there was one scene, what they said, and I was like, oh shit. But like you said, man, that's why I do like comedies, man, because comedies reveal a lot. So like you said, it was funny, man. I watched it back in the day, but till I really started like breaking these dynamics down, man, I just like overlooked a lot of shit.
All right.
go ahead.
Now we get to the title of the movie, Hall Pass. This is when she officially gives Rick a hall pass, you know. And then she said walking around with him is like walking around with a horny bobblehead. This is more gas. So yeah, this is where Rick gets the hall pass. And what's the name gets it a couple scenes down, but I put it with this one because I want to go through all of that. So this is where the other husband, Fred, gets caught jacking off in the car outside of his house, which is really crazy that you got to do that in a marriage. But this is all manipulation and all gaslighting. Like we said, the other scene, she said, all y'all think about is sex, and now she's saying walking around with him is like walking around with a horny bobblehead, and she doesn't give him sex either. So what do you want these men to do? This is all gaslighting and manipulation, but this is when they officially get the hall pass, whatever. So what y'all think about that scene? Both of them getting the hall passes.
My thought, my bad. You want to go on?
No, go ahead, Rush. You good?
My thoughts on this film, this is a clear case of sexual abuse by restraining yourself, not giving it out to your husband. I'm being serious, man. You can't hold off on your husband to the point where he's beating off in the whip. You know what I mean?
In front of the crib.
Abuse, my nigga. Word is born.
And gets arrested for the shit. That's embarrassing. Yo. And the way the police officers are laughing at him. You see, even the police officers like, what is going on? They're even embarrassed. That's like secondhand embarrassment for them. The police officers like, damn, this is fucked up.
Now, I can't go to the sexual abuse, man. I call this like tolerating too much shit abuse. That's what this is.
That is too.
Cause like, man, at this point, this conversation should have been turning tides. Cause like you said, Fame, I like how you brought it up. Like, they're always pointing to like, oh man, you're horny, you're doing this, but you said like there's neglect there. So that's why I'd be like, man, if somebody came to me like this, like, hey, you could get a hall pass and shit, I'd be like, you know what, man, we just probably need to wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let's just go our separate ways, because man, I don't need no hall pass.
Hold on. I said it the way I said it for the sake of the suckers that's in marriages that's not getting no buns. Now, man, I totally agree with what you just said, man. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, if she playing you like that, man, yo, Jerk is right, man. You got to cut her off, man. You know what I mean? It's not working because it's her duty to relieve you, my nigga. Word is born.
Well, because the reason why I gave pushback on the abuse shit, because even when, say, like a female will go out there and she stays with a guy that does some fucked up stuff to her, I'll be like, man, you need to leave that situation ASAP. So that's why I don't like when we kind of give coverage to like motherfuckers tolerating too much shit. Nah, like you start noticing people are playing games with like their responsibilities and duties, man. You just got to cut the cord. You got to have that tough conversation at first, like, hey, man, I'm noticing, you pulling back, man, and you're delaying shit, and hey, man, it's got me feeling like this, and I don't want to go down that path. I'm not going to cheat, but hey, either we change some things or we need to keep it pushing. You got to have them tough conversations as a man. You can't run from the shit. So yeah, these guys just let it go on. They went with the flow too much, and that's why, like, what Fame is pointing out, the gaslighting, and they're reversing it on the guys now. Oh, you guys are degenerates. Exactly. You're pervs. You're this. Like, nah, bitch, I need some ass. Like, what the? I ain't get with you because you make excellent soup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that should have pissed me off, man. Because now when you do shit like that, like this, that'll make me automatically, that's grounds for dismissal, because now you're insulting my intelligence. You're telling me that's like you're not feeding somebody, they're starving, and you're responsible for feeding them. You're not feeding them. You say, oh, you're hungry. Like, of course I'm hungry. You ain't feed me. Like, yeah. So that's what it's like. And now you insult my intelligence now, because you try to make it seem like I'm the problem, and I'm not really doing nothing. Like, and then this whole movie, like these two eyes in this movie are one of the baddest in our movie review history. I'm not going to hold you, because the manipulation gets bad. It's just hidden by comedy, so it doesn't look as bad as the other ones, because they're more serious movies. It's just but the manipulation they're doing in this movie is terrible. The way they're doing their husband, greaseball.
But see, like when guys stay in these situations like that, man, and they just tolerate shit, man, you end up
I put them in them
always
too.
you always look like the dirt bag. Cause that you see how they spinning it. They're like, man, these motherfuckers, like you said, they're just horny out of bobbleheads. They doing this and this. So
Yeah.
it's like, man, you're letting them form a narrative where you look like the person that's doing the wrongdoing and shit. When actuality, like Fame's been pointing out, it's like, nah, they the one depriving you. So that's why you just got to face shit early. Put that shit, the onus back on them. So that way, it's just like at that point, she got to make a decision. Like either she gonna kind of get back to where she was, or she gonna be like, nah, I'm staying where I'm at. You got a clear decision at that point to jump off and, man, gain control of your life back. But my bad, Rush. I know
Yeah.
you was...
If you, I'm telling y'all.
Somebody in the comment, they wrote something, so I'm gonna pull it up so y'all can read it.
I got to tell men something too after this.
All right. I don't think it's financial. I think men get too comfortable. The woman he's with got him fat and lazy from all those food outings. I started to realize these chicks start trying to break you down day one. Yeah, a lot of them, man, like just always kicking it and not staying in your frame. It does it make you lazy and complacent. I think there was another one after that.
Yeah, and some of those women, they want you unattractive to other women too. They try to do that.
Yeah, because you know the funny thing, real quick before I read this other one, Rush, you remember we were listening to the Monts live earlier, and them females was like, they like the guys with the dad bods and shit. I'm like, man, stop lying. Y'all be sleeping with the personal trainers.
Now, I didn't troll. Usually I'll be in my troll bag, but Mont told me, he checked me like, yo, don't do that. Not today.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like Mont, man. So I respect.
Yeah, nah, he a good dude. Yeah, I was trying to take it easy too, but when they said that shit, I'm like,
yeah, straight up capping. You're lying, man. Come on, man. You know,
but they say stuff like that, but nah, they, man, go on and get like out of tolerance for what they feel attraction, and then you're gonna be getting results like these guys in the movie got, where like they're like they're gonna give you the rollover, the excuses, and eventually, man, like I said, their follow-up guy after you get a divorce, that motherfucker gonna be in the gym fanatic. So yeah, you can't listen to women, man. You gotta look at them actions and shit.
Yeah.
No, 100% correct, man. Like, you never listen to what a female says what she's about to do. You just gotta watch her actions, man, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Her actions tell you a lot about herself.
Yeah, just understand women, man. You just gotta understand women.
But all right,
there's another comment y'all want. Oh, I think there's another comment y'all wanted to read right here.
Oh, he said, with subtle gestures, man, shit made me respect Muslims after I realized that just because they seem to keep their foot on the neck, I feel that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, you can't let up, man. Certain shit you just can't tolerate, man. You got to have them standards and them boundaries, and man, you can't be willing to like break them for like major things and stuff. If not, man, you always playing catch up at that point. So yeah, that's where a lot of guys make mistakes.
Yeah, and as a man, like if a woman starts gaslighting you, manipulating you, like, you know, like this, you just leave the situation. Don't play those games. Don't even participate in those games. Just leave, man. Go to G, Rush.
I got you. I'm gonna pull it up as soon as I say this. And yo, you're right about that. Whenever a female gaslight you, like her goal is to have you act irrational. Don't fall for the okie doke, man. Play it cool and just cut that bitch off, man. She belongs to the streets anyway. You heard?
Yeah, because that's so disrespectful. Like when I was watching that. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead, man. You was cooking.
It was because when I was watching that scene, while you pull up G, Rush, when I was watching that scene when she set him down, whatever, you know, was talking about all he thinks about is sex and walking around with him is like a horny bobblehead, you know. It looked like he was getting pissed off at it, but he didn't really want to break and like, yo, you're the reason why I'm like this, you know, because it wouldn't have been a comedy then, you know, it'd been a serious movie. But that would have pissed me off, and I'd be like, yo, get out. I would like after that, like we gotta break up probably, because that's disrespectful to not give me sex and to tell me I'm horny all the time. Like that's just so disrespectful to me. And then tell me you want a hall pass after that. So all right. I want to say something, because that whole scene messed me up, man. even though I love this movie. You remember when their friend told them about the hall pass and they was totally against it?
Yeah.
Both of the wives. And then, so they probably didn't show it, but those wives had a talk. Like, we're going to take this hall pass for ourselves, but we're going to gaslight our husbands and tell them it's because of them. Because they was totally against the hall pass for their husbands. They didn't want to do it at all. But all of a sudden now, you know, they're giving their husband hall passes. They secretly had a conversation. They didn't show it, you know, but they definitely had a conversation about them having a hall pass, giving their husbands hall passes, but it's really for us. And that's when you can see on this scene right here, because this is disrespectful. This is another big problem right here.
Before you jump into the scene right here, because before they even got to this point right here, the most disrespectful shit of the movie, man, that I caught, and this is why, like, man, you have to mess with somebody that likes you, man. You can't be in that dynamic, man, where you trying to buy love and shit. Because, man, you remember they was like, oh, okay, we'll give them the hall pass, but, man, they ain't going to be able to get no chicks. You remember she was like, dude sleeps with a face mask. Like, she was painting a picture like these dudes is too unsexy to get like females. So that's why I'm saying that's why they even gave the hall pass. They're like, man, they can be out here struggling. They can't get no bitches. So, and that's the thing, man. A lot of times,
wait, Drake, I'm gonna come back. Drake, I'm gonna come back in. It's breaking up, but I want to hear what you're saying because you was cooking.
Yeah, I'll pause till you guys get back.
Yeah, it's breaking up.
Y'all cats be having FUBU Wi-Fi and shit. You gonna drop? Are you good now?
Now I'm about to drop. I can still hear you talking. That shit was hilarious. Okay. Yeah, you're right. This shit, I can still hear you, but I'm out the app. This shit is.
Yeah, that app be acting funny. But yeah, this scene right here, man, the one Famous got up, I know he gonna break it down more, but yeah, this is where they was like, they went to the baseball game and they was like, you know what, man, shit, we about to, you know, get us some little dates out here and shit, since they acting up. So yeah, like what Famous was saying, man, when you look at the movie, it is kind of fucked up, because it's like they almost like propositioned the guys to take the hall pass, but they jumped out there and they was having a field day, these two females. So yeah, they was out here kicking it. Them guys were struggling like the whole time frame pretty much, but the females had like an easier ride and shit. And that's typically like females gonna have way more options out there in society and stuff. So yeah, that's where I was getting to the piece where I was telling Fame, I'm like, they understood the dynamics of like the dating market. So they was like, man, these dudes gonna be out here struggling and shit.
Yeah, yo, SJ, I'm glad you're saying this, man, because yo, I'm telling you, this is why they took the hall. They gave their husbands the hall pass. They didn't say it, but this is what really went down. This is behind the scenes. We telling y'all right now. These two wives gave their husbands hall pass so they can do what they want. That's why they gave them the hall pass. And the fucked up part about it, their husbands didn't give them hall passes. They don't have hall passes to do whatever they want. So they're basically just out here cheating. Because if they would have told their husbands, yo, we have hall passes too, we just taking a week off of marriage, whatever, they're not gonna agree with that shit. I'm telling you that now. And it will be so fucking disrespectful. Like, you're not giving me sex, but you want a hall pass? Like, no, that's so fucking disrespectful. And another thing, Jerk, what I'm about to say. They gave their husbands a week off. These two guys are not getting a girl in a week and having sex with them. Like, but they definitely can have sex with a guy in a week. These two wives. Yeah.
Now that's what I'm saying. They understand. Oh, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. They understood the mission. They understood the dynamic.
Because man, the thing is, man, like they wasn't never really attracted to them dudes. So that's why they was kind of clowning them. They're like, man, they ain't gonna be able to get no bitches, pretty much. They were like, man, they can be out here struggling. Like, homeboy got his face mask on. So you remember they was like dogging him out in that scene. And that's why I was like, damn, man, y'all talking about y'all dudes like this? So yeah, they was with them out of necessity. Yeah, so they was like, nah, let's go ahead and push them out there. They ain't gonna get shit. And then we're gonna go out here and have our fun, like you said.
They knew it.
Shit, like day one, they had dick on demand. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was Ubering dick to them. So yeah.
Yo, and the crazy part is about Exhibit G. you see how the young guy was talking to the wife and they had the older guy. The father ain't shit too, because the father introduced her like, yo, this is my basically setting up the date for his wife. I mean, his daughter to, and he knows she's married. So yeah, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
You said G?
Yeah, you pull it back. Yeah, G, because it got the younger guy, you know, hitting on Christina Applegate. I don't know their names, the wives' names. I don't care about their names because they fucked up. And then the older guy hitting on the other girl. And then the father, who they staying with, you know, they went out there to stay with, is introducing her to the baseball coach and telling her, like, you know, you should go out and hang out with the guys. I'm like, yo, and so the father ain't shit either. That's the pops at the top. The pops and the coach. He says, it's a good friend of mine, you know, you should go out with him tonight. He knows that his daughter's married. That, like,
yeah,
come
he did
on,
set
man.
that up. Yeah, I forgot all about that scene. Yeah, because pops like linked it up. But they took the bite real quick though, man.
And Christina Applegate's character is so foul. Like, both of these wives are foul. She said, look, again, and I quote, again, who are we married to? Because, you know, as far as I know, our husbands have the week off of marriage. So, like, y'all don't have a week off of marriage because they didn't give y'all hall passes. Y'all can't do what y'all want to do. Y'all gave them hall passes. So it was so much manipulation and gaslighting in this movie, bro.
Yeah, but they should have made the assumption, them dudes, like, if they gonna give it to us, like, it should have clicked in their head, like, oh, they about to be out here wilding, and they women. So that's why I'm saying those dudes didn't even understand the dynamics of shit either. That's why I'm saying those dudes was like naive and ignorant.
Yeah, middle-aged men, and they look like they ain't got no game. And one of them is a virgin, so he definitely not getting a girl in a week. Yeah, his wife is his only fucking girl. This is why this nigga's so attached to her. So we can go to H, Rush, if you ain't got nothing to say about this. Because it gets worse. It gets worse, man. I'm telling you, as we breaking this down, you see how bad their wives are. Like, they're terrible wives. Terrible.
Yeah, Christina Applegate's character, yeah, she gave up them draws quick. At least the other one had restraint.
I think the other... Nah. I think she was connecting emotionally. I think that's kind of worse. She gave up the box though, so it's not worse because she actually went through with the physical. But Christina the other I forgot her name, but she was like making an emotional connection. So, and she was shitting on her, like kind of shitting on her husband to another man too.
But I mean, Christina Applegate, right, so man, she gave that box up to that young cat like ASAP. Yeah, she gave. But we go ahead. We can break down H.
Yeah, but this is not really. This is just the friend dynamic. This group of friends is hilarious. Like, and then like every scene they was in, they was hilarious together. Whatever. From the, you know, he said we ain't on spring break. You know, he brought out the weed brownies and shit at the golf course.
Yeah.
And then this is funny when they wasn't even trying to get chicks. He said, and he you know, giving hypotheticals about, would you let a man blow you or kiss you? And he the man hopped up and said, I came to see you guys talk about chicks. I mean, pick up chicks, not talk about dicks. And that nigga,
yeah, they had a funny dynamic, man. Yeah, the fact that they was like hanging out at Applebee's. You remember my man he was like, man, should we go to Olive Garden? He's like, man, we got to get some breadsticks. So yeah, they was lost in the game.
He said, you want to pick up chicks or get all you can eat breadsticks. And I said, the funniest part about that scene when he said, you know what? He said, listen, I'm gonna take it on that. He said, I know a place where they got wings on tap. I mean, ass on tap. He said, where we going? Chili's. Yo, so who do you think was the funniest out of the friend group?
I'll say the
guy with the glasses.
Oh yeah, he. Nah, I think
funny.
I
think the black dude.
Yeah, me too. Because that's when he told him, like, I came to see you guys pick up chicks, and I talk about dicks. that shit had me rolling. But yeah, I think all of them was funny in their own way.
Yeah, it
but my favorite, what we gonna get? Yeah, well, my favorite in this movie is Coakley though. Coakley is hilarious.
Yeah, Coakley, a G.
Yeah, but I just want to talk about the friend group real quick. We can go to I. That shit on the golf course too was hilarious. That nigga was shitting in the in the sand. Other niggas said we ate way too much. Just threw his phone. Them niggas was high as hell. See, them niggas, it is crazy because they were just having fun. Like they wasn't even really thinking about the chicks like that. Oh,
yeah, they was clueless. You know, they ain't had no game. So that's why I said the women kind of knew that. They're like, man, these motherfuckers gonna struggle. But yeah, they over here throwing back drinks and shit.
Yeah. Look, we see who's not struggling. The men got the hall pass. Look what the woman doing. This is just straight up cheating. She was hugging a nigga after he had in volleyball and shit. They over here drinking with a bunch of niggas. It was just them two, with just surrounded by niggas. Like this is spring break. Yo, but this is just basically just disrespectful. Right here is the first just blatant. This is premeditated cheating. All this shit was premeditated. Which I think about this. This is too much right now. I think this is just cheating right now. For my standards.
Nah, it's definitely a bad scene, man, because, don't get me wrong, man. Once you go down that path for hall pass, you kind of open the door on both sides. So that's why you can't even go down that path. But the fact that they just this lit, this quick, and like you said, the messed up part on their end is the fact that they was the ones that was denying the sex. But look how turned up they are with some people with some nice physiques and shit. That's why I said, man, Ben, you gotta stop lying to yourself. You better keep yourself fly. Cause it's like when women be saying that stuff is like me and Rush was talking about, they be like, oh no, I like this body type. I don't care if a guy's like ripped up. Let them ripped up dudes get around them and watch what happen. Y'all better stop lying to yourself, guys, man. Get your ass in that gym and get right. Cause I ain't never seen no gym guys that's keep themselves together, be struggling for no chicks. You ain't gonna see that dynamic. Now, if they got a bad attitude and shit, and them guys are too fulfilled in themselves, they might have some issues keeping women with longevity, but they ain't gonna have no issues hooking up. So you ain't gonna see that dynamic.
Yeah, you got to keep yourself up. But the thing about the guys is nice, be good looking guys. They bring out a lot of insecurity in women. And women don't want to really compete with other women like that. So they rather get the guy, that's why they say they want the guy with the dad bod or whatever, because it's, they feel more secure with that guy. They feel like they don't have to compete with other women,
Yeah.
So that's the main reason. That's the main reason to say that, because if they don't want all the eyes on you and stuff, they still want the most of the attention in a relationship,
Yeah, but the whole thing is yeah, like you said, though, it's coming from a leverage dynamic. Hey, if I get this guy that, ain't in that top tier, like you said, no women want him, I could low key control it. Cause that's literally what's went on in this movie. That's why I said, when you're in that dynamic, man, they ain't attracted to you in some form. They know how to leverage that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them, man, if they're control freaks, they love those type of dynamics, but it don't play out well for the guys. So that's why I was like, nah, you better have your shit together.
Yeah. Yeah, when you that dude, you cut up and all that, they know that you can replace them easily. That's why they know that other women you're in demand for other women. So they know that they gotta be on their A game because they can be replaced. When you got the dad bod and you don't look alright, they be like, nah, it's gonna be harder to replace me now. And plus those guys ain't gonna really, if you got your shit together, they know that they're not gonna really put you on a pedestal like that, especially if they know they got options. They're gonna just think of you like, I like you and all that, you're my girl and all that, but I can still get another woman.
But see, that's what kind of ties into, man, because I be telling dudes, I'm like, man, get yourself together, man, work on yourself, man, because it just helps boost your confidence. And when you have more confidence, man, you don't tolerate a lot of shit because, man, you're not scared if somebody leaves you. You're looking at it like, hey, man, I do want to be in this relationship, but if I don't get reciprocal treatment, dog, I'm gonna kick rocks and shit. So you're not stuck to bad treatment. You don't feel like, oh, I just got to go with the flow. I don't want to lose her. You're never in that mindset. You're like, hey, if somebody step over them boundaries and them standards, I'm kicking rocks, man. Hey, somebody else is gonna fuck with me. So you kind of have that mindset, and that's where you need to be as a man if you don't want to get mistreated. Now, guys that don't give a fuck about being treated right and all that, yeah, keep yourself in a bad shape and don't work on your communication, your mouthpiece and all that stuff. And you're gonna be working for that chick.
Yeah, you're gonna be Exhibit I. This
Yeah,
your girl
you.
gonna be just like this. Exhibit. Listen, everything
Mm-hmm.
SJ just said. Listen, uh, get a dad bod if you want, and listen to these females and get a dad bod. Your girl gonna be on the beach with this nigga, playing volleyball, getting hugged, and drinking with a bunch of niggas just like this. This is what your girl gonna be doing. So keep listening to these chicks. Rush, you there?
Rush might have got a call or something.
All right, but yeah, but this is Exhibit I. This is, I think, all this is premeditated by these two wives. All of this was premeditated. They didn't show it, but it had nothing to do with the husbands being horny, looking at the women and just thinking about sex. It had nothing to do with that. It had everything to do with these women wanting to venture off outside of their marriage. That's what this hall pass was really for. And at first, when you looking at the movie, you think it's just a hall pass for the men to go wild and have sex with a bunch of girls. That's what they want you to think. But nope, this is about the woman. This movie was about the woman. And she said it at the end. I'm glad they put that at the end when she said it.
Yeah, this crazy ass scene though. Their shit looking
Yeah,
like
she was
spring
hugging on
break,
the
like you
guy.
said. Meanwhile,
If
them
I found out
motherfuckers
my
in
wife did this, it's over.
Applebee's.
Yeah, no, at the crazy part, at this part, they wasn't even at Applebee's. I didn't put it in there, but they was knocked out in the room because he got punched in the face. They was remember he went in the club and they was trying to pick up chicks. They was laying in the room. They just went to sleep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
well, what's the next scene? We can start
was,
talking about it until Rush get back and we'll pull it up.
The next scene is just Lee. We got to Lee because Lee is bad. Oh my God. Woo.
Was that the one in the coffee shop?
The character, yeah, we get to Lee. It was just breaking down Lee because that's when we get to Lee. After this is when Lee show up. So he's getting to her. She was bad. I'm telling you, nigga. I'll suck a fart out her ass and hold it in like a bong hit. I'm telling you, Lee is bad. And
so you said
he
should have knocked it down, you think?
Oh, he made a terrible mistake. Nigga, if I knocked it down, I would have pursued it. I would have, nigga, forget to knocking it down, nigga. I'm contemplating, the marriage. I'm thinking about,
look, he should have left the marriage and hooked up with Shorty.
Go to Jay, man, because now we get to Lee. Oh, and this is my type too. Rush,
yeah, she bad.
Lee, this is my type too, because Rush, we was in Manhattan, and I was talking about this bad. We was when Russ came to see me in the city, and we was at the Smashburger, and it was a black chick that came in. She was pretty and all that. I was like, yo, Russ, she pretty and all. Russ was like, nah, that's not your type, nigga. And it was a white girl. She looked like Lee walking by. He said, yeah, right there, that's you, nigga. He was like, that's you. There, where Russ at? He can vouch for it. Yo, Russ, where you at, man? I don't know where Russ is at. This nigga working behind the scenes. I can see him pulling up the exhibits, but this nigga, I don't see him. But yeah, this is Lee. Lee is my type, man. She was so, you could see, like, man, she was so happy. Like, you can see she's youthful. Like, this is how a woman's supposed to be, man. She was so feminine. Like, I just like women like that, man. She was fit, feminine, and friendly.
Yeah, I think he should have left the wife for this one, because this one right here was like all into him.
She's like, and she was bad. SJ, I told you, bro, SJ, I'm not lying. I will suck a fart out her ass and hold it in like a bong hit. I hold it in like a bong hit too.
Yeah, she a fine motherfucker, but
yeah, nigga, I'll knock the points down off of her. I knock all her Sonic rings out, nigga. Her points would be at 0, nigga. I'll knock every Sonic ring out of her.
Yeah, Nikki, cause she gonna watch this and she gonna be like, shit, let me hit up Famous.
I hope, shit, Lee. I hope so, nigga. She was bad, nigga. She was bad.
Yeah,
I'm
looking
not
up her
lie.
information right now. She's Australian. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could tell she had the accent in the movie. This is older. She probably older now. How she look now?
She's 45 though, but
I don't care. I like them old. I told you. I like mines with a little miles on them. Yeah, I like them weathered, nigga. I like vintage women, SJ. I know that's not popular to say because a lot of men they talk about they like women 18 to 27, but I like vintage women.
Oh, she was with the football player Carrie Rhodes, so she likes the chocolate. You got some? You got a shot?
Yeah.
He
She
a
still
black
look
dude,
bad?
huh?
How she look now? How she look now? She still look bad?
Yeah, she a model, so she probably still keep it together.
Yeah, where Rush at, man? Rush, man, there you go, man. God
Yeah,
damn,
my
nigga.
bad, man. I was on the phone, but yo, yeah, I think yo, Shorty, the blonde hair, Shorty with the blonde
Yeah.
hair, yeah, I think she was more of a better candidate for to be with old boy than his actual wife. I agree with you guys on
Yeah.
that.
So you think he should have
Yeah, she
like
look
knocked it down, or should he just have left and then get with Shorty? You think he should have took that
Yeah,
hall pass?
he should have divorced his wife and got with this one. Now, man, because
yeah,
So let
his
me.
wife
she seemed like she liked him older.
she didn't give up the buns. Yeah. That's what old boy said. You know what I mean? He like him older or whatever. But I mean, my
That nigga
thoughts, man.
stupid.
He should have bagged Shorty, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Hey
brought up
Rush, so
Exhibit
is this?
J though. Okay.
Now I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Rush, is this Famous's type? He was saying like Famous said, you know his type. Is this
Oh
Famous? This
yeah.
got Famous written all
Rush
over?
know. Yeah, Rush know.
Yeah,
Rush
man.
know.
Famous like the white girls, man. I mean,
I
yo,
like them.
man. It's cool,
I
man.
don't
You know what I'm saying,
discriminate
man?
though. I
I'm
don't
not, that's
discriminate.
what you like.
I don't
That's a
discriminate.
preference, man. Know what I mean?
Yeah. He called it out. He called it out at the Smash Burger though. He called it out at the Smash Burger. That's how I know Rush know me like that. Because when the black chick came in, I said, "Oh, the black chick look cute." He's like, "Nah, that's not your type." And then Rush, what happened? The white girl was jogging by the Smash Burger, and this nigga Rush is like, "Yeah, that's you right there. That's more like you."
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, yo, we've been politicking for like a ill minute, man. We've been cool for a ill minute, fam. Like, how many years
I
now?
know for years, nigga,
Yeah, it's been mad
since
long,
like the
mad
pandemic.
years. Yeah.
I think a little before the pandemic. But yeah, but I bring up Exhibit J. What do y'all think about not just her character, like just the woman she is, Lee?
Yo, okay,
I
what I
liked her
liked about
character.
that character, what I liked about her, like she liked the corniness from old boy. Like she was really digging him. Now, I mean, his corny jokes,
Yeah,
the way he moved, his
yeah.
mannerism, like she really was digging that dough. Now, I mean,
She saw the husband vibes in him. That's why I think that's what she was trying to looking for. Cause I think she liked older men, and I think she looked at him as like that can potentially be a husband and some shit like that. But I liked her character because I like how she had a sense of humor. She was fit. She was feminine. And she had that youthful energy to her. So I like that about a woman. Even if they older, if they have that youthful energy, that says a lot about their spirit to me.
Yeah, she just seemed like a genuine person, man, and she had personality, man. I think that's important,
Yeah,
man, because
yes.
yeah, so many people, man, they take like all the bad shit that might be happening in their life, and then they just always bitter and shit. So the fact that like some people, man, because she was a waitress at a coffee shop, but she still had like a outgoing personality. So man, I think that was a good character thing, because that's a shitty job, man. You serving people could complaining and shit. So it'd be easy to have attitude, working at them type of service jobs. But nah, she was still like respectful, man. Like I said, had a good spirit. So nah, she had some good attributes, man. And she was bad.
Yeah,
So that's rare, because a lot of times like chicks that
she was
kind of look
humble.
like that, they got their
she
head
was
in the clouds.
bad.
Like everybody need to pedestalize them. So
Yeah, and another thing about go ahead, Rush.
yeah, what I wanted to chime in and say is like, yeah, she definitely had a lot of good qualities about herself, man. Know what I mean, like, yo, that's you know what I mean, like, even though it's a fictional based type film, it's not true story or whatever, but yo, like in real life, yo, a chick that moves like that and attractive, yo, that's like
That's
that'll
rare.
encourage it. Yeah, it's rare, but if a dude see that, right, and he like the character, he gonna apply pressure. That's how them South niggas be saying. He putting pressure on that. Know what I mean? And man, like, yeah.
Then and you see the night and day difference when he's with his wife, how she always looks miserable. She's faking like she's going to sleep because she don't want to have sex, and she's just complaining all the time. And then you meet Lee, and she has this youthful energy. She's happy. She's outgoing. Like that's what's night and day, man. You want to be with a chick like that, man. And I always tell guys in a relationship, it's most important that you like a woman, not be in love, but it's more important her being in love with you and you liking her, because you being around her and liking to be around her is more important than you loving her. I'm telling you, because you can love a woman and don't like her. So I think you liking your woman is important.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cause yeah, like if you don't like your girl, like if you don't like her, who she is, right?
Yeah.
And you around her, you're not gonna want to be around her. Know what I mean, so I agree with you on that, fam.
Even
and
if
a
you
lot
love
of
her.
times, like, a chick could do some real shit, right? And that would touch a dude hard to the point where he gonna be loyal to her just because of that. You know what I'm saying? So even if she do have a few kinks on her, he gonna hold on to that because she did some real shit. You know what I mean? So, food for thought.
Yeah, I like what you were saying.
Yeah,
but like, what I tell guys, man, if you want to fall in love with somebody, you better fall in love with their actions. Kind of the stuff that you can measure, like what they do for you, man. Don't be falling in love with just like the bullshit what a lot of people do, like, oh, I love them, and it's all emotional and it's not measured by like actions, acts, and stuff like that. So I agree with you guys say, but it's like if you want to fall in love, man, you better make sure it's like defined by like how they act, how they treat you, what they do and shit.
Listen, man, I don't recommend Uncle Russ. Don't recommend y'all to fall in love. You're not supposed to fall in love with your chick. You can have a little bit of love for her, but you're not supposed to be in love with her, right? Stay sucker free, fellas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Being in love with your woman is idolatry. It says it in the Bible, man. She's supposed to be in love with you, though. That's what I said. She's supposed to worship you. Your woman, it's important. This is the relationship dynamics that men should have and strive for. Your woman being in love with you.
Y'all capping now. I gotta give y'all some pushback. Y'all think motherfuckers ain't falling in love with that bad motherfucker that's like got that good personality? Them niggas gonna be head over heels. Stop playing.
Nah, you can't.
You can love Rush would be in love. Y'all get that. Y'all have her name tattooed on your back. Y'all better stop fucking around.
Nah, you can't. Just because he's bad, but you got to be in like. I'm telling you, the relationship dynamics. Y'all gonna be in love.
Y'all gonna be like, look, man, I'm about to get married. Rush gonna be like, yo, man, she's the one. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this knot.
Yeah, that would never happen, man. I'm sucker free, man. You know what I mean?
Rush statistics gonna change. People like, yo, man, like 99% of these females are good women, y'all.
I'm bonding with that symbiote, man. I ain't falling for the okie doke, man. You know what I mean?
He could be like, yo, famous and jerk, I can't kick it with y'all no more. My girl don't like the terminology y'all using. You guys are womanizers.
Oh, shit. Nah, a chick like Lee wouldn't say that. Chick like Lee, she'll probably agree with you. She the type that'll probably be like, yeah, I agree. She look like she's that type of chick.
She'd be like, shut it down, Rush. We together now.
Go to K, Rush. You only got like 3 more. Go to K, Rush.
All right, give me a sec.
Yeah, we got another character breakdown, but I think that's the point. A relationship dynamic that men should look for. Your woman be in love with you, and you just like her. You like with her. You like being around her. You love being around her, but you can't fall that deeply, attached in emotion. I'm telling you, can't do it.
Definitely, you got to have boundaries with it. That's why I said it should be like, if you do go down that love path, man, you need to be in love with the treatment, the actions, and then if those dip, then you like they say, you fell out of love out of that shit. So you can't be like head over heels where it's just like, man. Thing.
Nah, Dirk. These niggas, I'm telling you, they get head over heels. They in love, nigga. They ain't no coming back and falling out of love. These niggas go crazy. they go crazy. That's why I said you can't be that deep, man.
But I'm saying, man, that love and light, that's for like veterans. Majority of dudes can't do that, man, because they just ain't not in that.
Rush. We gotta go to K. Cause we gotta go through another character breakdown before we go to the last few ones. Yeah, K.
I don't think you might not got K in there.
Oh shoot, I probably got it, but probably not in order. Dang, it's in there. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, another character breakdown. So now we get to Coakley. What do y'all think about this Coakley character? I think he's hilarious, and I think he's he was putting them on game. Like he came in there and got them right real quick. and then he went to the party. Like, this is hilarious. He was like, man, he said everybody had a good time at that wedding, and I mean everybody. He said I went balls deep in one of the bridesmaids. He said, "Did you catch her name?" He was like, "Yeah, Jenny, my sister Jenny." and then and then after that, he's like, "Yo, I heard they was having marriage problems."
Yeah,
What do y'all think
was
about
that
the
old. Yeah, Coakley was that dude that just, man, he understood dynamics. So he was
he understood
observing
women.
this shit because, like, even man, when they was like, they seen a chick that smoked and he just spotted it, he was like, "Hey, man,
Yeah,
she just quit smoking. This. That's your type." He's like, "You need to go
Yeah.
holler at that one." He set him up with the easy beat. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Coakley
she
knew how to
said
spot though. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he said she quit smoking. She got a sub in her bag. She's biting the nails. What did that all lead to? She needs something in the mouth. Yeah, then he broke the carpal tunnel syndrome and the stewfish. The stewfish is something real. I've been telling niggas that since like a teenager. Like when a average girl or below average girl surround themselves by uglier women or something like that, makes them look better. Yeah, I've been telling them like that for a long time. I had a cousin that did that. She always hung around uglier women, so she'll look the best in the group. That's called the stewfish. That's a real thing.
My man said with the hands thing, that shit was funny. He was like, "All right, man, pull your hands out."
Yeah, that's real.
Shit. So
Telling
yeah,
you.
Coakley was on some shit in there.
Yeah, I like this character. What do you think about this character, Rush?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this character, man. Like he definitely was breaking down the science on the whole dating world and all that, and the example that you just used, like using his
Yeah.
hands and blocking the other ugly chick, and it showed how ugly the chick was really is. Like she wasn't a dime piece, like she was really like a tool. You know what I mean? Because she was standing next to uglier chicks. So I like that aspect of that character within that film. You know what I mean? Pretty much helping them to stay sucker free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he put them on club game too. And then he got remember he got him with the chick that needed something in the mouth, whatever. And that was funny too when he was talking with them, and he's like, and she was asking him, if UFO came and abduct you right now, would you go? He said, yeah, right now I'll probably go, because he didn't want to listen to them. That shit was hilarious. And then he was like, man, I can do better. He said every loser in the casino think they can do better. You're supposed to get up while you ahead. And then that shit was, he said, do you want a pen pal or do you want a poom pal? Like, yeah. I'm like, yo, that's true though, because what are you doing? You trying to get to know her? Like, you got a wife. You're like, this not gonna be it's not gonna be a forever thing. But that was nasty when he took her back to the the hotel.
Yeah, that chick was disgusting. My man put her in that cab quick.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, Coakley was putting them on game though, man. We can go to M, Rush. You ain't got nothing else to say about it.
But what day was this that they finally went to the club? What was this, like day 4 or something? 4 or 5?
It was the last day, actually. Yeah, I think it was the last day. It was the last day. Because the last day he had a puff.
Just think how
No, L, I'm sorry, Rush. L. Yeah, it was the last day. It was the final day.
But my thing is like, man, look how long it took them to like actually get some interactions and shit off the jump. The women were like getting dick thrown at them. So yeah, I like how they kind of show that dynamic in the movie, like how the guys were struggling, because that would be, like you said, weak. That would be tough unless you an elite dude, man. Like you got your shit in order. But yeah, most guys, they would be struggling. But yeah, the women was like, they was at South Padre or some shit.
Yeah, for one thing, you got to be elite in a week to get some with a new girl that you don't know, have it lined up already. that's going to take some skills. And if Coakley wouldn't have came in, they wouldn't even have got that far. Coakley helped them get, further than what they was getting, because they were just in the hotel just chilling. They were thinking about calling it quits a couple times. Both of them. They was like, nah, man, this is too hard, man. I just want my wife, nigga. I miss my family. That's what they were talking about. And guess what? These two chicks is doing. This one got a nigga throwing shit in her mouth. The other one she just took a whole Snicker bar. So they both candy bar girls at that point. So she went forward with the physical. So that's just terrible. She just committed adultery. She cheated on a man, and then he called her Hugh Hefner and all types of shit. And then she was like, damn, I just really slept with this nigga, and all this nigga wanted to just use me and shit. And this one just, basically confiding in another man and letting him throw shit in her mouth. They both cheating at this point. And this is grounds for dismissal. Like, this is grounds for dismissal. She was like spilling the beans about her husband and all types of shit, man. And I ain't gonna lie, not for nothing. Dude hit. The dude with the they ain't show it, but I'm sure he hit, man.
Nah, I don't think she crossed the line. She was definitely emotionally cheating.
Nah, we're gonna go at the end at the last one soon. But I think she got smashed, man. I think he knocked this, the Starburst juice out of her.
But the one on the top, she.
Oh yeah,
That's funny because, like I said, like the body types and stuff, man, ripped up and shit. So that's why I'm saying, like, you gotta look at the action sometimes, like where they'll go, like when they operating off of desire and shit. So they'll tell you everything to, like you said, butter you up. But nah, she jumped on that quick. But yeah, my man changed his tune after he got some. He was like, hey. So she started feeling like a piece of meat. So I do like how they kind of added that dynamic to be like, hey, this ain't gonna be no fairy tale for you. Like, this is the reality that you can deal with.
That's why this is what I was telling you, SJ. This is when they regret it. They don't regret it before. Like, you see how Rick, when the babysitter, and the babysitter could have got it too, but when the babysitter was trying to hit on him and everything flashed in his head about his family, his wife, and everything, he said, no, get out the car. I don't even want to cross that line. Look at her. She regretted after the fact. So they gotta take the Snicker bar first, and y'all listen to these women if you want, and they tell you if you have a dad bod. They tell you that, and guess what? They gonna be getting the Sonic rings knocked out of them by a nigga like this, and he ain't got no dad bod.
But like you said, like if dude would have still been into her, she probably would have left with this motherfucker. Like I said, they'll hang on to the dude, the safety glass guy that's like stable and all that, to see if like their next relationship works out. But if it don't, they'll come circle back and shit.
Yeah, her goofy ass got karma real quick because she got into a car accident right after this shit.
You know what, Jerry? I'm glad. I'm glad you mentioned that, man. A lot of time, this is where a lot of women get confused when a guy just using them as a cum dumpster. Know what I mean? Because after they got done doing the nasty or whatever, like, the young kid was like, yo, he pretty much let her know, like, yo, you just a cum dumpster. You know that. You know what I mean? Like, because, she was kind of like insinuating like he's going to be like clingy and all this. It's just like, yo, now you just a pump and dump. You know what I mean? You know better than that, And a lot of times women get confused when they get used as a cum dumpster, thinking that, yo, the dude really like them for them. But you gotta understand, man, there's something called post-nut clarity. Once that shit hit, man, the nigga is in total regret that he even smashed you in the first place, man. You know what I mean? It's just it's an urge that they gotta get rid of. Word is born.
But like a lot of the women we've been reviewing that's getting up there in age, they're messing with a lot of younger dudes. And it's funny because, like, man, younger dudes want to be with females their age that are hot. You know what I'm saying? So they'll mess with them females, but man, they gonna go back and like live their lives and shit. But it's just like when a lot of them females, they have that ego, like, oh man, the grass is always greener. Yeah, they start dealing with that realities and shit, and they don't get their humble sessions until like later in life and shit. So I liked how they showed that dynamic with her, where he was like, yeah, nah, this ain't it like that. Let me go out here. She caught that rejection at that age right there and shit, which kind of put her ass back in line and stuff.
Yeah, it humbled her, made her ass go out and get into a car accident. So she really crashed out. But yeah, That was perfectly said, because he was like, when she was like, this is, this can never work out with me and you. He was like, yeah, I know. He said, imagine the looks we would get. It'd be like Hefner. He said it'd be like Hefner on one of his girls. He said, you'll be Hef.
Yeah.
And then she was like, God damn, I just was used. That's when she regretted it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but and then Carmen hit her. She cheated on her husband and got into a car accident after. So that
And
was
like you said,
instant
man,
karma. Yo, Rush, go to Go ahead, that's it.
Oh no, we good. But yeah, I like how he broke the dynamic down to her. He was like, yeah. Because that shit hit her hard.
Yo, which exhibit? What you want me to? What you want me to pull up?
I'm gonna come back in. It's frozen.
What exhibit did you want though? Why he's gonna pull it up while you come back in?
Yeah. M.
M Rush.
There we go. Oh, y'all ain't pull it up yet. But yeah, those women are cheating, and right there, if I would have found out that shit, it would have been over. This is another movie with zero consequences. Well, one person got consequences because she got into a car accident, so that's a little bit of karma, but that's not the consequence she should have got. This movie should have been ended in a divorce. Like, they try to make happy endings out of this stupid shit, man. So Exhibit M, what are we doing? For both of them, I'm knocking the sonic rings out of both of them. Even what's her name's mom, Dee's mom, I'm knocking the sonic rings out of her if I was Fred. But I'm definitely knocking Lee's points back. I'm knocking Lee's points back to 0, nigga. I'm knocking every sonic ring out her. She gonna have to start from level 1 after I'm done with her. And I'm taking 2 honey packs and a rhino.
Damn.
I'm telling you that now, man. So what are we doing in this situation, fellas? With both of them, because what's in there? Dee's aunt was bad too for her age. She was kind of bad, and I like vintage women, so.
I mean, my younger years,
yeah,
I'd have knocked that down too. You know what I mean? Like, in my worldly ways, I probably would have knocked that down too. Both of them. Word is born.
Would you give her a fake child too?
Nah. I mean, no. But I do my thing.
He's fake. Yeah, he's his fake child. Though I would have knocked her on. Yo, I would have knocked her, both of them though. But Rick is stupid. I'm sorry, Rick is stupid. He gonna regret that forever.
Yeah, Rick. Like I said, I would have definitely left that marriage, and I'd be like, look, we good. That shit would have been a wrap.
This shows you how good men are, though, man. This shows you, man. This nigga turned out one of the baddest motherfuckers we seen thus far. This nigga turned it down and said, you know what? Even though I got a hall pass, I can't do it because I love my wife and I love my family. He didn't even kiss her. Man, she dropped it, and she dropped the joint and showed him the puppies, man. I'm like, after that, nigga, my eyes are gonna be the cartoon, nigga, when the nigga heart bumping out his body and his eyes popping out. I'd have been on some Looney Tunes shit, nigga. I'm telling you, man, I'm knocking the points back. I'm knocking the points way back, nigga.
Word is born. Like, yo, Shorty is a way better match for him. Shorty up top with the blonde hair.
Just look at them. Like, they look like a nice couple.
Yeah, it's not even just the aesthetics wise. for the both of them.
The
But I
personalities
think her
match.
character, man, like she's mad cool. She a vibe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yo,
Yeah,
she a
like
vibe right now.
if I would have been in his shoes and stuff, like after I seen her, especially because like man, she cleaned up good. Like, yeah, I would have been on divorce.com. Like, hold on, let me file this shit real quick. like, hey, let me submit this real quick. Hold on. like, I'm like, shit, the Wi-Fi.
Yo, y'all
like,
saw. I wouldn't have been back even when the hall pass is over. The wife would have came home. Y'all remember?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Harlem Nights when he
yeah, I
had
would have been
sex
on
with
some shit like
Sunshine?
that. Uh-huh.
I would have called. I would have called them. My kid would have picked up. I would have said, "Honey, put your mother on. I ain't never coming home." That's what I would have did.
Homegirl right here. I would have been on some like I would have called and gave her a lecture. I'd be like, hey man, after going through this like hall pass, I just realized like how much of a terrible human being you are by like, you know, playing with the coochie and stuff. And I got to keep it pushing, man. This gave me the strength that I needed to move on. I be talking like one of the females when they leave relationships. I'm like, hey, I'm about to go on this journey of self-love. yeah.
SJ, you said that perfect because yo, them hall passes might backfire on your ass because he might see, you know, giving the nigga a hall pass, he might see something that, you know, he really wants, and he can see the flaws in you. I'm like, damn, this is what's out here, and I'm with you, yo. Yeah, but I'm saying I would have knocked that down. Go to N Rush, go to N, and then the last one is O, and we finished. But yeah, I'm sorry, Rick is crazy for that. Rick lost his damn mind. That nigga is bugging out, but that shows you, you know, how righteous men are, though. You know, even though he had a hall pass and he was like, nah, this is not right. He was saying that before, like it wasn't right, like he didn't really want it like that. He don't want to, you know, be with nobody but his wife, and that's the only woman he has ever been with.
Yeah, but like you said, when the dress dropped, that would have took like every bit of strength, like. That's why I said I would have been like, hey, let me get on this website real quick and file.
Yeah, it's over, nigga. I think it's more cheating. No, N is just the biggest simp ever. This is the biggest simp in the movie. This little nigga. We forgot about him. This little nigga right here, I forgot his name. He's the biggest fucking simp in this movie. And he's a dirty macker. And he's a psycho simp. This nigga's almost every simp you can, you know, be. This nigga's crazy. This nigga going crazy over a girl that he just has a crush on that she doesn't even like this nigga.
Yeah, he was a little weird.
Word is bond. Yo, saying word is bond.
Yeah.
I say, yo, any shit you dealing that's like a dime piece, nigga, she has that kind of psycho sip around her, nigga. Best believe, man.
Yeah, definitely. Stalker, like stalker type niggas, they gonna have those. If they bad, they gonna have niggas that they don't even know that's stalking them and shit. They gonna have. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But this nigga in the movie, this little nigga right here, was the biggest simp in the movie.
Yo, he's a certified psycho simp, man. I can't stand. Yo, you know, he pissed me off when son was politicking with shorty with the blonde hair. He was like, yo, see the like. I'm like, yo, why you hating?
Oh yeah,
like, yo, come on, you know 30 though.
And she don't even like him. You talk about when he rushed into the party and he said, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And then he kept.
Hey, and then funny, this nigga
was talking about. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He was funny. This little nigga was a cock blocker, man. That nigga's the biggest cock blocker. Was hating. Yeah, he remind me of some of my cousins, man. Cock blocking ass nigga. But yeah, I can't forget about this nigga though. This nigga's just a simp, and this nigga was funny when he found out that the nigga Fred freaked child his mom.
Yeah, my man was snapping though. He was destroying all kind of shit.
Yeah, and this nigga was jumping on the car. This nigga was wilding. This nigga don't care over a chick that don't even like him. Like nigga, you just work with me. Yeah. So go to the last one. Oh, Rush, because this is another movie. It's not a happy ending. They tried to make a happy ending out of this bullshit.
That's why he's a certified psycho simp, man. Word is born.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shorty don't even dig the nigga.
Never be this guy.
Doing crazy shit, nigga. Know what I mean? Yo, which one you want me to pull out?
Yeah. This another one they tried to make. I hate this ending too. I liked it because it's funny, but I hate it because of what happened. There's no consequences. They got away with the shit, like everything they
Yo,
did.
Sen, you was breaking up. Which one? Which one you want me to pull out?
Oh, you can hear me clear now? No.
It's coming. Which exhibit you want him to pull up?
Oh.
He said, "Oh, Rush."
Is it y'all can hear me? Is it breaking up?
I
Or
can hear you.
you can hear me, Rush?
Yeah, he's pulling it up now.
All right, got it. Yeah, this ending it pissed me off. It was funny though. When it actually went off, it was funny. And then, but I'm telling this is why I said she cheated, because it doesn't even matter if she didn't. He has to believe that she didn't do nothing, because he came in there, he walked in, he saw the 2 glasses of wine, and she's already in her nightgown in the bedroom, man. I'm telling you, they didn't show it. But
see, I forgot about that scene. Yeah, he probably. I'm just gonna put that assumption on you.
Yeah, and then the girl said, "Oh, you didn't know that your wife was cheating?" She said, "Just because your wife is cheating on you, something." The babysitter said that because she was back home and she's seen everything they was doing with the baseball players. So him knowing that, then he pull up and see the guy's truck. He like, "Who truck is that?" Whatever, and then he sees the 2 wine glasses that's already drunk, halfway drunk, and she's already in her room in her nightgown, bruh. I'm telling you, that guy smashed and left, and he came in after. And she tried to play him. Oh, for one thing, when she's about to kiss the guy, she stopped herself. She said, "Oh shit, the hall pass wasn't for him; it was for me." Like, we didn't know that already. I'm like, this is bullshit. They manipulated their husband this whole movie to get a hall pass to go do what they wanted to do. And then when he came in and hugged her and kissed her, she probably got dick on her breath when he was kissing her, by the way. She tried to play him too, because she said things. Remember when before she hugged Rick, she said, "Oh, it was just, she said it so casually. I just had a guy over and things got frisky." And then she said, "Oh, but nothing happened." And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. No. She said he still just kissing her. After he said, she said, things got a little frisky, but you're still my last." I'm like, "Yo, man, this shit." And then Fred, this nigga was so like traumatized. This nigga was like, "I don't want to talk about nothing," because she about to tell that, she let a nigga knock the Starburst juice out of her. So she was about to tell it all. And then Fred was like, "Nah, let's not talk about anything that happened this weekend or whatever this week." I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna let these niggas get away with all of this shit. Man, I didn't like that, man. There was no consequences for them.
Yeah, the chicks won, man. Them dudes came back compliant.
They always win, bro. They always win, SJ, in these movies.
But that's why, man, so don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna be tolerating no shit. But man, when y'all said the propaganda and shit, that's like, now I'm like, damn, man, no wonder why like females be having this ego and shit. Because man, if you watch like movies dating back, say like, man, you in your 30s, man, going back all the way 30 years, and they just went out in every situation. No wonder, man, they be feeling like dudes is just like indentured servants and shit like that. Because yeah, these movies, man, it'd be like, God damn, like, can a man get a victory out this motherfucker? Yeah. I want to see a movie where a dude's just like, "Nah, I'm leaving you." Like,
well, the only movie that we did so far that we said it was a happy ending was that Tyler Perry Temptation. He got a happy ending. I think he got a happy ending. But it took so much. It took like she had to have the monster. He was fighting the nigga over her. It was just so bad that he had the
happy ending, bro.
Nah, for him it was. Why? This nigga moved on with his life. I think he was happy for him. He got out the situation and moved on with his life and got a new girl and all of that.
I mean, in that sense, yeah, like he got a happy ending because it's like,
but look how much
else that happened.
Yeah, that's what I said. It took so much that he just had. It was so bad that that's what they do. If a man has a happy ending, she just has to be so fucking terrible. The situation got to be so bad where he just can't go back. And she had the monster, nigga. If he would have went back and she had the monster from another nigga, then I quit movies, man. That's why we gotta write a red. We gotta come together. We gotta write a red pill romantic comedy. That's what we need to do and write a script.
Yeah, see.
Because this is not the ending. This is terrible, man. These girls just cheated on their husbands, and then everything's okay at the end. It's a happy ending for them. Like the husbands is still fucking simps. They probably still not gonna get sex, and they just happy still. Yo,
Yeah.
I hate this ending. There was nothing resolved, but this hall pass was nothing resolved. This is the girls going to get some dick. It didn't resolve nothing in their marriage, so they didn't settle anything. They're gonna go back home, and it's gonna be the same situation.
Yeah, they should have just called this a week off from these losers. Cause it definitely wasn't no hall pass. Definitely wasn't no hall
It was
pass.
all pass for the woman.
women won on this one. Shit.
The woman gave themselves hall passes because the husbands didn't give them for permission to get some dick. So like they just took it on themselves to give themselves a hall pass. So that's the messed up part about it. And then they gaslit their husband and then make him think, y'all got the week off. No, that shit is crazy, man. So that part I didn't like, but
But man,
I like the movie
thinking about the whole dynamic of the movie,
the
though.
comedy aspect is entertaining.
Nah, definitely. But man, the funny thing is, man, like think if those guys actually had some game and them women actually liked them. Yeah, they wouldn't even came to this conclusion of going down this path with that hall pass. They would have been like, oh hell nah. So that's I think that's the most fucked up thing, that they knew like those guys would struggle. They're like, man, let's go ahead and let them go out there. They ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fucked up.
Yeah, no chick would ever dare give me a hall pass, man. I mean, not cause. Yeah, chick would never give me a hall pass, nigga. I'm gonna knock some of these girls' points down, nigga. I'm gonna knock, man. You gotta be kidding me. I'm like, you sure you want to do this? I have to talk her out of it. Like, god damn, you gonna make shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my wife. I'm like, man, would you ever give me a hall pass? She probably look at me like, man, you out your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
She be like, you better stop
hall
playing.
Passes, that's stupid, bro. Yeah, that's a chick would never do that. A chick can't like you if she want to give you no chick that really actually likes you is not gonna do that, man. She's not gonna do no shit like stupid shit like that, man. She don't like.
But if she knows like you could do
like
good with.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was gonna say if she feels like you could do good with females, she definitely ain't doing it because she knows them odds is gonna happen. So yeah, they only do that with dudes that ain't got to drop a game.
Yeah, as soon as I meet chicks, they be like, "Oh, I bet you get a lot of girls." That's the first thing they say. I'm like, yo, man, that should be annoying sometimes. But I don't even want to talk about no shit like that. But yeah, I'm telling you, don't give me no hall pass. I'm telling you, my future girl, my future wife, don't give me a hall pass. Please don't give me a hall pass because I'm telling you, I'm gonna be knocking girls' points down. They're gonna have to start at level 1. I'm telling you, man.
But all right, man, my parting words for this movie though, man, I would say yeah, don't go down certain paths, man. And men, y'all gotta snatch y'all power back, man. Stop being scared to have them conversations. That you even put yourself in these situations, man. Yeah, guys gotta stick to a standard. If things ain't going that way, and you gotta sit there, jerk off in the car and watch corn.
It's crazy.
You gotta have that hard discussion, and you gotta get shit back on track. But nah, good movie choice, man. Fame. Yeah, I know we've been trying to do this one for the longest, so I'm glad we finally got to watch this one.
Yeah, I wanted to do this for a while. There's another one I do. I want to do the breakup with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston. I'm gonna see if it's available, and I'm gonna tell you because we got to do that one too, man. Because that's some petty. That's just that's about basically the pettiness in the relationship and all of that, But my closing words is stay tuned. Me, SJ, and Russ gonna write that Sucker Free movie. It's gonna be called Sucker Free, and we're gonna write that script. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a romantic comedy. It's gonna be how it's supposed to be, and the men gonna finally get a happy ending. I'm telling y'all. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie review. Stay tuned for the next one. Tune in to the Labudo Network if you want some Sucker Free game.
And tomorrow, you guys got live tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, Russ said he want to talk about 38 Special. Yeah, something Jadakiss and some shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cook y'all tomorrow on that one.
You gonna cook me? I don't like 38 Special like that. I like the stuff you've been putting out lately, but I don't really like them like that.
Okay, yeah, we gotta discuss that tomorrow.
We gotta save that for tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Yo,
All
my
right.
last words, man. Um, my last words would be like, yo, listen, man. How can I say this, man? Be careful, man. You lock down the wrong chick, man. You're gonna have a lifetime of regret. You know what I mean? It's your boy Rush, aka Raw Mundo, out here chasing that pollo, that guacamole, that ragu. Seek wisdom, practice humility, and always remain sucker free. You heard? I'm out. One. Make sure y'all tune
All
in
right,
All right.
tomorrow at
One love.
5, man.
peace.
One.
All right.